we have, by the way. Doug Sermon's going to throw it up with Doug Shows and Pat Adams. It's a big-time officiating crew for SMU. NC State a winner Saturday at Wake Forest, 96-78. 16-28 from three. Copeland sets up another. Williams hits it. 2 assists for 2 made threes. Pass for Ugatolo is deflected by Lubin, and Miller grabs it and then tries to lean into Van Allen. Last foul is on McNeil, by the way. Here's an open three for Corey Washington to tie it. Miller sets up Sam Walters. In and out and back in. A 3 off the bench for the Michigan transfer.
And Sam Walters stepping in, playing that 4 spot and defending Darrion Williams, but he's a guy that can really stretch it from beyond the arc. Only averaged 5 points a game last year at Michigan, but was on a very good team. Brings a winning culture here with Andy Enfield.
Off a Matt Abel miss. Jaron Pierre lays it in. SMU leads by 5. Slowly toward the NC State huddle.
Yeah, Jaron Pierre getting out in transition. The first rule of the game, KB, stop the basketball. No one does it.
Pierre spinning, has it poked away by Copeland. Here comes the freshman Matt Abel. And Abel's shot is missed.
Yeah, Ugatolo got that after it hit the glass.
Yep, it's going to be a goaltend.
It's going to be goaltend.
One of their most athletic guy, and he's a lot healthier. Here's a turnover by Williams. His shot up top. It's O'Neal. Not a great pass by Edwards, who gets it back. Edwards from Ugatolo fakes a 3. Misses a 2. And this time O'Neal didn't miss.
Remember my conversation about his athleticism? As Jermaine O'Neal Jr. climbs the ladder, goes up to
all time without a whistle. Arsenal from Copeland. Buries a 3. Now he's on the switch against Edwards.
Which means that there's a mismatch under the basket where you've got to look for the big guy.
They don't, but it doesn't matter because Walters hits a 3.
But because of the mismatch, that gave Walters enough space.
22 and 23-0 respectively. If everyone watched Travis Steele's Miami Redhawks, what a watch they are in the match. As Edwards cans a straight-on triple, he's the first player into double figures today. Here now, 1,955 career points, and Miller's not far behind him.
And those are the type of defensive possessions Andy Enfield wants to see from his team. If they're going to be able to advance moving forward, it's going to need to be more of that. And of course, more of this great cutting and finishing on the offensive end.
Like Aikman to Irvin. Miller to Pierre here.
Hey, wait a minute. We talk about the triplets now. They're good.
6 assists for Boopie in the half. Williams launches. Banks it home from 3. Williams with his second triple. SMU's led by as many as 13. Remember Saturday the Mustangs had a great first half against Louisville. Fell apart in the second. Toombs up top for O'Neal. Pierre was right behind him, but O'Neal put it in.
By the way, both my nephews involved in that play played together in high school as well as for Drive Nation in the EYBL.
Good question for you.
Sure.
How large is your family tree?
Huge.
Williams hits a 3.
Huge.
I mean, I'm one of 25 grandchildren on my mom's side, and I feel like that in comparison to your family tree, adopted and otherwise. Pierre answers Williams with a 3 of his own. Williams given space. That's a mistake.
That is a defensive mistake. If there's supposed to be a switch, you have to switch up in the NCAA field, but you never know what happens in the future. So an important game for both, and the temperature has been high.
O'Neal driving. O'Neal, great finish.
He has given Andy Enfield great minutes. This is my nephew as he goes to the bucket. Great footwork, the fadeaway, the bucket.
Here's a cutting Pierre over Arsenal, off the back of the rim, and down to NC State.
Andy Enfield or Pat Adams, he felt like Pierre was contacted on that shot as Matt Abel was able to knock down the 3 ball.
Danger zone for SMU, down by 9 and turning it over. Arsenault off the takeaway, fumbled it in the lane, and still finishes with a foul. So the lead is still 4 for NC State, approaching the 2-minute mark. Copeland on a drive for Lubin, sets him up for 2 more.
But once again, Ben Allen Lubin relocating to the perfect open area right behind Yiddigboo to give Copeland an outlet.
Miller, not cold at all. Buries one off the bench. He's got a dozen. Miller, the late game hero for SMU so many times the last 2 years. Drives into Lubin and scores it. Lubin didn't want to foul him. 3 game winners for the Mustangs in the last 2 years. Miller steps in and a shot is blocked. NC State will win it.